Welcome to Rock Your Talk. I'm Leisa Reid with Rock Your Talk, founder of Get Speaking Gigs Now and trainer at Productive Learning. I am here with the lovely, beautiful Jodi Silverman. Hello, Jodi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone you're in.
Good morning, afternoon, evening to you too, Leisa. It's great to be here.
I'm so excited. Jodi and I are coast to coast here, Pennsylvania and California. And so we're coming at you from both sides of the country today. Before we get started and hear some tips from Jodi, I want to share with you that if you are a speaker and you're looking to get on more stages, make a bigger impact, I want to offer you an opportunity to go to GetSpeakingGigsNow.com. There's a couple free goodies there for you. One is 5 tips to get more speaking gigs. So just grab that. Or if you're like, I'm ready, let's do it. I really want to make speaking a big part of my business and market to people through speaking, which is really fun and a really effective way to market your business, then set up a strategy session with me. It's a speaker strategy session, and there's a link on the website for that too. Also, if you are, and this is a little bit of a different vein, if you are finding that you know exactly what to do, but you're not doing it to hit whatever that next goal is, hop on over to productivelearning.com/gift, and there you will find a class. And it's a free course. It's called New Thinking for New Actions. So a lot of times we know what to do, but we don't have the thinking to back it up. And then that's where we get the inconsistent results or we get off track. So this course will help you do that. And that's available at productivelearning.com/gift. And those are 2 incredible gifts for you today before we even get started. How cool is that? Now, we're here today to hear from Jodi, who has built a pretty cool community. And I know a lot of you are wondering, well, I want to create a community. How do I create a community? What do I need to do? How do I do this? And so she's going to share a little bit about the power of creating that community with us. But before we do that, Jodi, just tell me, I already know a little bit about you, but tell us about you and the magic that you're putting out in the world.
Oh, I love how you say it. I love the magic that you're putting out. I'm going to remember that. I like that. I like that as a question.
You can steal it.
I do. I'm going to steal it. I steal good stuff, but I always tell people when I'm stealing it. So you've been told. All right, Leisa. So for everybody watching, I'm Jodi Silverman. I am an empty nest life coach and a speaker and a community builder. And I'm also a host of an online digital talk show. And everything I do serves to support the mom who has kids in high school and beyond. So the empty nester or soon to be empty nester. And it just, I don't know, people ask me why moms. And for me, it's very simple. I believe the only life transition, the number one life transition that can take a confident decision-making woman and knock her down is that of becoming a mom. Yeah. And I've always, I care about your kids. I care about your husbands, your partners. But when it comes down to something going on, not feeling great, I'm always like, okay, well, how are you, mom? So for me, supporting moms through the next most difficult life transition than becoming a mom is that of letting your kids go and launching them is very fulfilling.
I am so in the right spot today with you because my daughter's 17 and she just got her first letter, right now it's the fall or winter of 2020, and she just got her first letter of acceptance out of college. I'm like, I'm super excited, and I'm so thrilled to see what her life turns out to be as an adult. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna miss her so much as she goes on this really great adventure. And I'm in full support of her doing that. But yes, there is certainly that part of me is like wants her to stay little and stay with me forever,
But you said something really, really valuable and important for your listeners, the other moms out there, that you're excited to see where life takes her, what she becomes now.
Yeah.
Because you've done a really good job of getting her to this point. And if you can get there, you can feel the feels, feel sad, feel lost and all that, but don't stay in that too long because then you miss watching her become what she's meant to be. So that's good.
Super exciting. So I'm in. It's cool.
Congratulations to her and to you for getting acceptance. That's great.
Thank you. Yeah, I know I did so much work. No, just kidding. It was all hard. So I know you have tips about so your community, your empire is empty nest moms, but for our listeners, there might be someone who's like, well, I want to start my own community. what do I, or I've heard, I'm supposed to have a Facebook group, or I'm supposed to want to have a membership site, or I want to whatever. How do they get started with that? I know you're going to share 3 tips on building a community.
So my community is called Moms Who Dare, because it's very daring to be a mom.
Yes,
and we dare to do new things. So if you are listening and you've thought about, well, I want a community, I would put aside right now, like, is it on Facebook? Is it a membership site? And the first number one step, number one tip the first one would be to get clear.
Mm-hmm.
Get clear on who you wish to serve. Who is it that you're looking to serve? Because when you get clear on who you want to serve, the platform will present itself. For example, Moms Who Dare, 45 to 65-year-old women, moms. Where are they? They're on Facebook. They're trying to get on Instagram, but they're really on Facebook right now.
Yeah, I'm horrible on Instagram.
I mean, we're there, but we don't know what we're doing there, but we know Facebook. So number one is get clear on who you wish to serve. And having a niche is really good because that helps with you gaining even more clarity and deeper clarity. And then why do you wish to lead a community? You have to have a deep why. And that goes to alignment with where you are in your life, your values, and also, is it a personal or business thing? So why has a lot of components. My why was I've always been a mom about moms, and I was on my own personal growth journey during the high school years of my kids, and I was scared and excited all at the same time, Lisa. I was doing new things. I was discovering how to move through my doubt and my insecurities and my fears. And I wanted to help and support my friends, my other fellow moms doing that. So that was a why.
I call that excareded.
Yeah. Well, what is that?
Excareded.
Oh, I love that.
And you're excited and scared at the same time.
Oh, I like that word. Well, I'm getting nuggets from you, Lisa. But yeah, so you want to know, why is it that you're doing this? And for me, it was twofold. One, I truly wanted to share my journey so that I could support and help other moms. And when I became a coach, I knew I wanted this to be some type of business as well for me. So the membership part of the community didn't come till at least 3 years after I built the community. So, why do you want to lead a community? Who do you wish to serve? And the why includes, like, how does it align with your values and where you see it being fulfilling?
I can relate to that. And it's funny, 2020 hindsight, I started my community as you were talking, like, oh yeah, I started a community. I have a community of OC Speakers Network because I'm out in Orange County, California. So OC stands for that. And I started it because I like collaborating with other people. I like giving back and I like learning. So I was like, ooh, why don't we? And there wasn't a group out there in our area that served speakers who were using it as a business, different than Toastmasters. It wasn't like, this isn't learn how to be a public speaker. It was people who already were good at that and liked that and wanted to use it to market their business. But there's certainly lots of skills you need. And anyway, now that was 7 years ago. And now, of course, it makes perfect sense that I have my company, but I didn't have my company at the time. I just wanted to be around other people who were like me, who I could support and who I could get support from.
Exactly.
So I didn't even know, but listening to your tip, I'm like, oh, that's so brilliant. Like, I did it without knowing that I was doing that. But when you have a, like, oh, well, yeah, that would make sense. Do this.
Right, you like to collaborate. You want to be surrounded by other like-minded people.
Yeah.
And you want to support each other. Same thing with moms.
Yes. Yeah. And it's very specific. Oh, anyway. So I know you have a couple other tips.
Yeah. Okay. So number one was get clear. Yes. Number two is ask, don't assume. Ooh. And what I mean by that is I fell into the assumption phase when I was growing the group. And I was assuming I knew what the members in the Facebook group wanted from me. And I was spinning my wheels. I was creating content, I was creating events, and I was overwhelming myself. And I probably was overwhelming the community, because if you're overwhelmed as a leader, you're probably overwhelming your community. So a coach said this to me, a fellow coach said, seek not to be understood, but to understand. Mm-hmm. So I had to ask my community, what do you want? How often do you want to meet? How often do you want to meet virtually? When I started asking those questions instead of assuming, I got responses back and realized I was offering probably 2-3 more events a month than I needed to, than they even wanted.
Yeah, that's a lot, right?
Yeah, simplified my life, and it simplified the community to enable them to make decisions to show up at events. So ask, don't assume.
I think that's a really good tip for just coaches in general, because a lot of times I think you can think, oh, I'm going to have them do a Zoom call for, 400 hours. Like people are really, it's not so much the time. It's like, what's the value? Can I get the result? And if you could do it in 5 minutes, great. I know I do a session called Get Your Talk Ready to Rock. And it's 2 hours. And I have yet to see it not work. Like every single time I work with somebody, we nail it in 2 hours, and they can't believe that they're going to have the signature talk in that amount of time. So I don't really say that it's 2 hours initially. Now the secret's out, but it's not that you have to spend a lot of time on it. It's that you just focus time and get it done. And then you can just, I say, take it off your plate, take it off your shoulders. Like it's no longer a to-do. Just
Like you can feel
check it's done.
I'm feeling the relief as you say. Yes.
Yeah. And then you're done.
Yeah.
And anyway, I have lots of examples, but I love
That's a good
that you
example.
said that.
Because you could probably do the same thing in 4 hours. You could stretch it out to 4 hours.
Oh, well, just like this is a joke I'll tell people, like planning a wedding, you could plan a wedding in a year or a week, just depends on how much time you have. So same with like your talk, like or your book. A lot of times I talk to people who've been writing their book or thinking about writing their book or thinking about writing their book. And it's been years, and it's the same with the talk. And I'm like, we just need to stop thinking about it and we need to do it and decide. And there's that power. Anyway, and we're getting a little off topic, but I get what you're saying about
ask.
Like not giving way more than your community really is desiring. Like they may have other things that are a priority.
Exactly.
Love it.
And then tip number 3 will be to be present. If you are going to be the leader of your community, if you are going to be that person to gather the troops together, present opportunities, whether it's workshops to build, whether you're a coach doing workshops or events, be present. So if you want engagement within your group, show up and engage yourself.
Yeah.
Reach out to each person who joins. It takes time, but that personal touch, every mom who joins Moms Who Dare gets a message from me welcoming them, as well as a group message. So be present. If you want engagement, model the behavior. It's just like it's just like you hear in corporate America. It starts from the top down. What the president of the company models trickles down. So show up as a leader in the group that you would want to be part of a group of.
Love it. Yeah, that's really good. I know I just took a course on like how to lead a Facebook group, because I realized that that's one of the things that I've neglected over, it's like I have the group, but it was sort of just I post, but it's not like I don't have an active group like you. I know you have a really active Facebook group, and I was doing more of my stuff in person. We had a OC Speakers Network was meeting in person once a month. So, and there was the digital part of it, but it was definitely more for the in-person stuff. And now that we've completely shifted, I'm like, I think I have time to learn how to do this now. Like, what am I missing out on here? And how can I provide value? How can I provide service? So, that was, but okay.
Huh. So yeah, I think that thing happened over here.
Oh, no big deal.
There's so many things that buzz, ding, and ring on our computers. I don't even know what it was, but I think it came from me.
It's all good. And then I know you were going to share your community. Could you tell a little bit about your Facebook community?
I would love to. So Moms Who Dare is for any mom who has children in high school and beyond. We have women who are grandparents 3-4 times over, and we have moms who still have kids in high school. And we actually have moms with younger kids that just want to get in on the personal growth and the daring, but primarily for those moms with kids in high school and beyond. We have a free Facebook group. It's called Moms Who Dare for the empty nester. But if you look up Moms Who Dare, it'll pop right up. Okay. And so if there's anybody listening and you fit that demographic, or you're a mom and you just want to check it out, come join the Facebook group.
Oh, that's such a wonderful, wonderful invitation. And I'm going to put that link in the comments on the YouTube page so that people have that. But if you miss the comment or you miss the link, again, you just go to Facebook, go to Moms Who Dare, look up the empty nest.
Not just Moms Who Dare. If you put Moms Who Dare in the Facebook search, it'll
Okay.
pop it,
There you go.
and you just click join,
It'll be
and
right there.
3 simple questions, and boom, you're part of a really unique community.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much, Jodi. And I have one other question. Now, you've seen a couple episodes, you might know what I'm going to ask you, but usually I ask each guest what your favorite rock band or rock singer is, because it's called Rock Your Talk. So inquiring minds want to know.
All right, so for me, it would be The Who.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're a classic, that's for sure. I was just rocking out to them the other day.
To be specific, The Who's next album is my favorite album. So yeah, if you talk
Oh.
rock, go to The Who.
I know I miss, I don't ever buy albums anymore, like it's such a older experience that just, I don't, ever since CDs left, I don't do that. I know you could still do that, but I just don't. It's weird.
Yeah, fun fact. My kids actually bought me it looks like a mini suitcase as a turntable.
Oh,
And
I've
I
seen
actually
those.
my vinyls, so I'm having a lot of fun with that.
Oh, how fun is that? The little crackling of the, and I love that. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I saw one, at Christmas. Now everything's out. And I thought, oh, how cool. I only have like 3 or 4 records. I, purged a lot over the years, but it would be kind of fun. Very nostalgic. How cool.
It is.
Well, I am so glad that you were able to come on and share your wisdom with us today. And for those of you who are listening, just remember, please be kind to yourself today if you haven't already done that, and be kind to somebody else too. And we will see you on the next episode. Remember to subscribe so that you get all of the expert tips we have coming at you. Lots of great guests coming up. So we'll see you then. Take care.
Thanks, Lisa.